Hey guys, how are you? Sorry, I got stuck in the comments. I forgot to go live. So I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to go over a few things tonight. I want to go over the video by Travelcado with Christy Faye. There's a screenshot. I want to start going over that. I did some, you guys know how much I love doing the contrast and the color changes. But that's actually what really made me really bad the other night. So I don't know what happened with that, but that was not fun. But yeah, so we're gonna go through that, and we're gonna go through it together. We're gonna make some of the edits together because I want you guys to see this as the changes take place. If anybody has any kind, I'm not saying that it could cause any kind of like seizure or anything, but just to be careful, if anybody does, I wouldn't watch as I'm changing the colors too much because I don't know if that affects people, and I want to make sure everybody's safe and I'm not affecting anybody in any negative way. Okay, so let's see, Gregory, I cannot handle that autopsy report too much for me. I know, you guys, it's just it literally is gut wrenching, isn't it? Your stomach hurts. Like there is no other way to put it. Your stomach hurts. So I wanted to start off just by showing you guys this little clip I have here. So this little clip I have here is, the area that I personally can see the other vehicles being, as Kiely's car would have gone into the water because of the distance and where the lights were and all of that. And I said I would find a video of exactly where I thought this was. And how I don't remember if any of you guys remember how I told you I was at one point drawn to that hill because that wind chime was just such a peaceful, like serene feeling and emotion. You're out here and there's nothing, there's no sounds when nobody's around. So you hear the wind chime and it's just this peaceful, tranquil, thing that you experience. So it always was a really that spot was always just interesting to me, that it stood out to me, because this is exactly where I personally, in my opinion, think that other vehicle that we saw drive back up and then turn around and then meet up with the other car and then go back down. This is where I think that vehicle was. So I just wanted to play this for you guys real quick. I wanted to just show you guys this real quick, and why I see the lights, where I see the lights and all that good stuff. So it is playing right now. I'm just sitting here for a sec. I'll go through some of these comments. Cici, I would love to chat. Shelly, you are more than welcome to send me an email, hon. My email is cicitvnv.co. I think a lot of people, when they're trying to send me emails, are putting a .com on it. So if you see me write a comment, I always try to make sure that I say that it's not with the M on it, because it's not. So cc@cctv.co. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Michaela. Okay, let me put that one up there. Michaela. Hello, Kiely supporters. Yes, definitely. Everybody's still sticking in there, and it's such a good thing to see, you guys. I mean, she needs us instant. Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to play this while I check something real quick. She needs us more now so than ever, you guys. Oh, great. Okay, Rob, I saw your message. Okay, so this is the other way over there. I mean, like I said, you guys, there's multiple ways the water would have been higher here, so this wouldn't been, but this would still been away. But as you could see back there, you could definitely see if any lights had gone in over here or anything like that. It's a pretty nice shot for some, high beams or spotlights or headlamps or anything like that. I mean, obviously headlamp's not going to go all the way over here. Michelle, I saw yours. I just read what Rob wrote. Okay, so justice for Kylie. My phone is dead, so I got Rob sending you a message. Okay. Boycott Turkey until they clean that place up. And see, I mean, obviously the water's gone down quite a bit at this time. This was actually the day that the glass was, visible underneath the rock and such. Okay, so I want to start going into this with you guys. Hi, Casey, how are you? Right to this point. Yep, right to here. And I said I'd find that video where I have it going from that area I thought that the other vehicle was at. And obviously, I still think that. Definitely still think that. There's no way she drove into that. Just can't see it happening. And that's not the route that I think. I mean, some people have said that possibly she would have gone down that route. I think we would have seen the lights more apparent then, because mine matched up with that when I compared it on different frames and stuff. So I don't necessarily think that she took that other route. I still think she took the first left that she would have had to have taken, or whoever took it, however that went. I'm now worried for the other kids and parents of those kids, since all of this and none of them are speaking up. Yeah, it's kind of worrisome how nothing is being spoken about. I mean, like we talked about earlier, just the way that Nevada County Sheriff's Office took this case and decided the way they were going to let the public know anything, the news channels know anything, is they were going to write a 2-paragraph, you know, thing and send it to the news station and say, this is what we found. It just doesn't make any sense. Like that's just the lowest, like you're literally tucking your tail between your legs and hiding. You didn't even do a press conference. You didn't want to get questions. You didn't have answers for, probably. And that's the only explanation I can think of why on earth you would just give a 2-paragraph statement as to what happened. It's just ridiculous. You've been so great doing wait, hold on. Michaela. Oh my God, is this related to what Squirrel Girl posted earlier on? I saw her phone in the ground too. If this is what you're if this is what you're about to refer to, Michaela, it is. Yeah, so Squirrel Girl had confided in me some information that that another viewer had seen something in a video of Christy Faye, Travelcado. And so she got permission, shared it with me. I looked at the photo on different things I do to it. We'll just actually go right in there. I'll show you guys the video first, actually. Different things you do to it. The black state, obviously the black doesn't go anywhere. It can't, it's not altered. The shape of the object doesn't go anywhere, change at all. So it's definitely, it looks identical to a phone. There is another object over there. I cannot even make out what it is, but it is teal in color, and you can tell the difference because of the fact that the grass, or I wouldn't even call this grass, it's surrounding it. So the green on that, it doesn't blend with the item. So yeah, we're going to go over that. Kimberly Johnson, you have been so great doing all this for us. You have done a lot for us. Thank you so much. I'm like having a hard time with it. It went there under control. Yeah. And you guys, please be patient with me because I'm still not 100%. So I really am doing my best. And this is my second live today. So it's been a long day. Hi, TF. How are you? Hey, Rob. Robin, love that still people that want the truth. Yeah, there's a lot of people that still want the truth. Eggs will crack first. Someone needs to post up out here every weekend to chaperone and make sure nobody else loses their life. Man, I don't even know if those I can't comprehend how everybody is just so willing to accept an accident. And I mean, to each their own. But that's not me. I read that already. I found it weird that the statement yesterday was released by Placer County Sheriff's Department, yet I thought Nevada County was the one leading the case, right? So the one that I saw was from Nevada County Sheriff's Office, and that was the one that was released to Ubanet. I might still have it up here on the screen, actually. And that's the one that was released to, okay. My internet said no. That's the one that was released to Ubanet. So I don't know. Wait, Rob, didn't you? I don't remember. I can't remember who told me something, but yeah. So Ubanet's the one that had it, and that one was from Nevada County Sheriff's Office. But I have seen that comment around that people are saying Placer County released it. So I don't know what that was about. I do know that I saw Placer County in the autopsy report, and that confused me very much so. But I don't really know. Law enforcement actually rude. See my comment above. RT, where did you go? Cici, check your email when you have time. Let me know if you don't get it. Oh, okay, I'll check. Okay, someday, sometime, someone will come forward. It's a matter of time. Oh, and let me see. I know there's a couple people. Let's see. Someday, sometime, someone will come forward. It's a matter of time. Yes, agreed. I think somebody will break. Eventually, somebody will break. I don't hold. I can't see somebody not breaking on this one. There's too much. There's got to be guilt to some extent, but the cup. I mean, you have to think time does things to people where they have to get things off their chest. I'm not trying to let it have time to let it aid you to get it off your chest. Nothing makes sense in this case. No, absolutely nothing. From the way that the search was handled, the recovery was handled, the investigation was handled, and then the press conferences or lack thereof, absolutely nothing makes sense in this case. Hi, I think we're supposed to know each other. NIP. Oh, are we? Would you like to send me an email? You can send me an email at cc@ccitvnv.co. Gregory, that terrain from the time you take the first right out of the sanctuary, then the second right, and then the left down to the water keeps changing. So no way Kiely would have ever driven into the water. The terrain changes quite often back there. I mean, it changes almost daily because of the amount of traffic it gets from, dirt bikes, 4x4 vehicles. It changes, weather, obviously. It changes daily almost. The minute law enforcement allowed a teen who had admittedly been the last one to talk to victim to interview witnesses and possibly something is terribly wrong. By the way, guys, the YouTube account with the original video cici is referring to is called Travelcado with Christy Faye. Yeah, and if you go into the description in this video or in this live, I have it linked in there if you guys do want to watch it. There's also something else under the sand. Yeah, Nip, I think you should you should email me. I feel like we should talk. I feel like I agree with your comment. So definitely send me emails. If anybody can put my email in there, that would be awesome. Nick, just put my complaint in. I couldn't have done that without your video. So thank you. Oh, Nick, that's awesome. I am very, very glad that helped you. I had a little incident today and I had to edit something, and I was on YouTube chat trying to see if they could just push it through because it was literally a 2-second edit, and and my last one took almost 48 hours for them to push through. So I didn't want that to happen because people were sending me emails asking why it was taken down, and I had taken it down myself to just make that edit, and processing takes forever sometimes, I swear. Phone was in the car. That's why I said, Hi, TF. Real justice. What? Oh, no. I'm not you. You guys know. I don't believe it was Brindlin. I don't believe it was an accident. So much doesn't add up still. I know, you guys. I'm not willing to accept an accident on this. I do believe this town should get away with what it's trying to. It's not going to. I thought the water would fill up from the right passenger side front windows out and back half down, and the back driver's half down, and then the driver's up. So it should have rolled to the right. Nothing in this case makes sense anymore, or period. I don't think it ever did. Anyone who believes this is an accident, I have some oceanfront property in Arizona for sale. I am done. I am done. Oh, that was a good one. It's so true, though. That white truck is also eerie as it drove in front of her. I brought flashbacks of the white truck on the guy who tended the car. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let me see. Will it take the boy who cried wolf in that town for someone to speak up and say something? Yeah, I honestly feel like it's going to take somebody getting in trouble for something and being like, oh, well, I don't want time. I mean, if we're going to take the normal route, I think that's what it would have taken, is somebody getting in trouble for something else and be like, well, I actually know about this. I mean, what the chances are going to be pretty high. Somebody's going to have something on on it, and then not want what they have, whatever that, I mean, people get in trouble all the time. So I'm very curious how that would play out. But the Casey, there's no M on it, hun. I'm curious how that would play out, but I'm hoping to, with the help of everyone, not let it play out like that. That's the goal here. Please be careful when you go there. We don't need to lose another angel. You're so sweet. Casey, thank you. Appreciate your time. There's my email for anybody that needs it. I've been trying to get through to anyone else. I have 8 brothers and I have seen some things. Shelly, yeah, let's talk. I'm yeah, definitely send me an email. It's .co, you guys. .co. Thought Ellie at the door went blank. Wait, what? What do you have going on over there? What's going on over there? I mean, do you need me to come over? I would like to talk to them. As long as it's not Nevada County. I don't understand how you drive in when you're strapped in the hutch. I don't know where everybody's getting the strapped in part. I haven't seen that. So I if you notice, I kind of, I'll read it and then kind of go on from it, because I can't speak on something I don't know, because I do not want to put out, I don't want to, if it's not factual and I can prove it, then I don't want to say that, because I haven't seen it with my own eyes, or I haven't, I just don't. I like to do the back work on it so I could fully stand on it. Prosser needs to explain to me how contributing to the delinquency of a minor is legal in their county. I know, you guys. Okay, so let's watch some of this. Yeah, Michaela, you guys, I was watching all the emails. I'm like, man, if somebody has that as an email, they're gonna, but I would assume it would just bounce back. Can you tell how far she would have to drive into the water from the shoreline, from the water to come in above the windows? I think she had time. I cannot. I am not. Yeah, that wasn't on my. That wasn't my forte, was figuring out the waters, that aspect. I'm really good at finding out stuff on things. So the water level and how fast it would have gone in and what angle it would have gone under. I mean, I've watched a lot of videos on it, but I can't speak on it because I have no clue how fast, far, any of that kind of stuff. But the water line had gone down substantially when I had been there. there's lots of videos like the girl, her video right here, watch. She has some that, you know, she was there right after also. So she has some with the water level higher. Even right here, the water level was higher than when I started going out. I went out the next week. So this one, the water level is even higher. So, I mean, it's really hard to kind of put it into perspective of where the water level was when I was there versus when it was here. But you can see the lines of where the water was. That is one thing that you can see the markings of where it was. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go in this, you guys. The only reason people are talking about her being strapped in is because they saw the little piece of the seatbelt hanging out the back hatch. Okay, so yeah, I haven't seen that. So yeah, I don't. If I choose not to speak on something if I haven't seen it myself and I can, you know, stand on it. Just like I don't like bashing other creators or going after other, you know, channels, because that's just not what you do. This is the goal is to find justice for Kiely. So that is not something that I want to be involved in, because I'm staying true to what I came in here for. I've watched too many people from Nevada County leave without any justice, and they're now just known as a name that has absolutely nothing further done with their investigation. And this has been going on for decades. So that is initially why I got involved. And I was always good at figuring out these kinds of crimes behind the scenes. So when I saw this one happening, I got involved because I did not want Kiely to end up like any of my friends or my friends' friends, and so on and so forth. So I'm not here to bash people. That's why I ask that it doesn't happen on chat about others. I don't talk about names on here. I choose not to. That is not for me to judge. That's not for me to put out there. That is somebody's life. And if I'm wrongfully accusing somebody of something, I don't want to live with that the rest of my life. So I'm sticking to what I know. I'm sticking to what I can prove, and I'm sticking to being 100% authentic with myself and what I present to you guys, because I do not want to be spreading false information. I go over what I find, and we can agree or disagree with what you see and what I see. But at the end of the day, I'm sharing what I'm finding. I'm sharing that I'm not giving up on Kiely. Now you don't have to like agree with me. You don't have to agree with, you know, the things on my channel. And that's one thing that I've always said, is that we can agree to disagree, but we can do it respectfully. There is absolutely no reason that anybody needs to be bashing this person or bashing that person, because at the end of the day, that is going to solve absolutely nothing. There's not one thing that is going to solve. It's just going to create chaos and take away from the fact that we're trying to find justice for Kiely. So that is out of the way. I want everybody to know how I feel on that. There are new people joining daily, so I want people to know where I stand with everything. So here's the video. Like I said, I put the link in the description of this live, so you can go check this out if you want to watch it and, you know, grab your own screenshot. I want you to be able to find that. So right here, you guys. Once again, it's a video. It's hard to pause it right where you need to. It's hard to, you know, get the picture exactly how you need to. It's a video, so we got a picture of it, but I want to show you where we're going to be looking. So after that dog walks up, you're going to see this hole right here. So pay right there. So what Squirrel Girl and I discussed is that possibly there were things buried in this hole right here. This is what she was thinking, is that possibly that dog dug it up, kind of flung it out over here. Can't obviously prove that. That's just, you know, a theory. It makes sense right now. You'll see why in a minute. And right here, let me see if I can get this bigger. Right here, I'm going to take off. Hold on. Sorry, I just saw that the comment was in the way, you guys. Okay. Right here, you'll see a black object, which looks and appears to be a phone. Now, Squirrel Girl was given this information from from a viewer that had caught this on Travelcado with Christy. I hope I'm saying her name right, Travelcado with Christy Faye. They caught it on her video. So they shared it. Squirrel Girl confided in me. I didn't say a peep about it. And then we, mess with some of the images to see, okay, that does look like a black object. We do know that she had a black phone. I mean, it's in, black phone case for sure, in all the pictures. So the chances are that, that could be a phone. Now when I would change, like I said, when I change the colors, and which we'll do here in just a second, it stays in the same shape as a phone. It stays black. And here, I don't know how well you guys can see this. Right here is that teal thing that I'm talking about. So as you can see, there's this hole. Looks like it could have been dug up. I mean, the dogs have been digging around here. I'm not sure. I don't know how many dogs have. I don't even know if it was that dog that was just there, because I think that dog pulls up at the same time she gets there. So it could have just been another dog. But I will say, that the hair on my arm stood up when this started looking like a phone to me. And the reason why is because we're going to go back to that truck that I posted, you guys. We're going to go back to how that encounter just never sat right with me, and how much everybody wanted to give me all this grief about something not sitting right with me. And that's what people didn't understand, is that I can't capture in a dash cam footage how the situation truly was. I just use what I had at that time to, try to put it together to get it out there. Now, this is the exact area that truck was at, that pulled up right before me, looked around a little bit, left, went looking around at some rocks, which is right where I think the other vehicle was. And then as soon as I go over there, it leaves that area also. So, I mean, you guys, people can still come for me all day, every day, but that's still 1000% makes that look even worse to me, because out of all the cars I've seen out here, and it has been numerous cars out here, I have never once had an encounter with somebody that was uncomfortable, that seemed very, the energy was just off. It was a very uncomfortable. I cannot explain it. Nobody was there. So I don't have to convince anybody of anything, but it was not comfortable, and it was not it was right there, you guys. This is the exact same spot. It's the exact same spot. So, I'm gonna leave that there, because I know everybody wanted to call me crazy for that video, and that's fine. That's fine. I get it. I would think I was crazy too, probably, but no, that does not sit well with me after this. So right there is where it's at. I mean, here's a head, straight down. So I edited it as much as I could, to try to get that glimpse. And it doesn't ever change shapes either, because I thought that there was oh, maybe that could have been a bag or something, but no, it doesn't change shapes from that block. So we're gonna go into that right now, you guys. I'm gonna get to some of these comments. The boogeyman, yeah, definitely the boogeyman. That's exactly it. What black object, what phone? It must be invisible. You would think you could see it now. Well, I mean, Craig, I was kind of just circling it for a little while there. So I want to see the jaw-dropping video now. No such thing as dry drowning when the victim did submerge. Yeah, I don't even know, you guys. Okay, yeah, and that truck video is on my page, you guys. I mean, the one that it's whatever. I'm sure there's still absolutely ridiculous comments on there. I don't even check anymore because it was that bad. Okay, so let's get into the Lightroom. So this is the screenshot that I took. Like I said, I'm always trying to be transparent with you guys. So that was a little too transparent. How do I go back? Well, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and previous that. Okay, that's cool. Can you not do that? Oh my gosh. Sorry, it's zoomed, you guys. I have to fix it. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this and then I'll share it. It's zoomed in. And I don't want it zoomed in at all. Okay. Gosh, that was annoying. Okay, so we're going to start with just like the texture because as you can see, it's a screenshot of a video. Those are always hard to just kind of, yes, Craig, it's right here. Can you see the black object? I want to make sure that you can see it. You're going to be able to see it much better in just a second. And that's why I'm doing this because I wanted to be transparent with the picture. So like I said, I want you guys to see that I'm not just going to put something in there. You know, I just want everybody to know that we're going to, Rebecca, you should send me an email. Okay, so texture, we're going to go, I mean, that made it pretty visible. Did that make that pretty visible to you guys? It blurred out the picture, but it sure made sure, I mean, it sure showed the black in it. I think that's better than that. But I don't want to take away the actual object, you know. So we're going to go there. And you see what I mean by it always remain like, oh, and here, this is the object that I was telling you guys about. I don't want to zoom in until I get it all the way edited to where you can see it pretty well. But I don't know if you guys can see how much more you can tell now that that is basically, you know, I mean, to me, that is identical shape to a phone. And I just have a really hard time not thinking that is a phone. Nothing else around it really stays the same, you know, saturations or anything except for that spot right there. And it's, you know, squared off in the top right here. And then I just, and I don't know what this is. I mean, somebody in the comments had said that they, something else is buried there too. So I'd be curious to see what that is about, what that email is about. Oh, I made it awful. And that's the thing, you guys, it's hard to like find exactly what tone you want to like mess with it to pull it out. And I had done this on my iPad the other night with Squirrel Girl, so that it was a lot different to be able to see, you know. This one's on Adobe. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what this green thing is right here. I mean, it's not even green. It's like teal, and it doesn't change colors either. And that's the thing I'm not like. It doesn't. It goes really teal, but it doesn't. Let me see if I can show you what I did last on that. Where's that one? See what I mean? Like it goes really teal. So I don't know. I mean, obviously that's not true to life color, but it definitely does look like that. So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on it? So I wanted to go over that with you guys because I wanted to do it on a computer instead of, you know, doing it and posting it as a video because I don't know. I mean, I feel like it looks 100% like a phone that was dug up. And I've seen in lots of comments people saying that they're, you know, things are probably buried in this and that. So of course I'm going to try and show you guys what I find, but I don't know. I can almost see this. Yeah. And see, that's the other thing is that right here is what appears to be like a sticker on it. like it looks like a sticker or something, like right here. So I don't know if that is a sticker. It's really hard to tell. But it definitely looks like one, you know. And I'm not going to, obviously, you know, you guys know how I am. I'm not going to press my, you know, what I think on you. This is just for you to look at, see what you feel about it. I mean, to me, and I don't know, anybody that can, you know, check out pictures, is really good with pictures, stuff like that. You guys should check it out and see if you can screenshot it and change it in any way. And that's, you know, kind of like what I want to do with you guys is I've always tried to do it as I'm going through it, so you have that, so you can go back on it and see. And like I said, I started it with absolutely no variances on it at all, because I didn't want to have it change and then you know, oh well, she already edited that, or she did this, or she did that. No, that this is actually off of a video. And I mean, it does appear that there is a sticker right here, you guys. And this is that hole though. It looks that hole looks like a really big hole though, right there. But I want to go back to the video so you guys can see this. Oh yeah, it is pretty deep. I guess it's just because it's zoomed in, but it does look pretty deep. So this is where I just want you guys to see this part. Oh, I'm not sharing audio. I just realized that. So hold on. Let me take this off for you guys.
Oh, it's okay. No problem. So we brought some flowers to take that can be from all of us. And then a little crystal that we can leave there as well. Just head down there. Hi, baby. Hello. Hi.
Yeah, so I don't know, you guys. What are your thoughts? I mean, like I said, I bring stuff to you guys so we can kind of go through it together, figure it out together. Hack the phone company, 6Gator Nation. Oh my gosh. I don't know. That would be an interesting one. I mean, there just doesn't, I'm a fish. Yeah, Michelle, you're gonna have to, because we went over this in something else. I don't even remember what we went over it before, and I was like, no, it's right here. And then finally we got on the same page. I want to say, well, I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I totally remember that. Okay, in my opinion, that's possibly a teal. What? I don't know what that is. Where is that? So that is up right above where I'll show you guys where this, how close this is, but how far up it is also.
Just leave these here. Let's see if there's water in there. Looks like it needs more water. Maybe I'll go see if it has some. I'll add some more in there. There we go.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm going through some of your guys' comments right now as we're watching this, and it's so far back. Like that's the part that I'm having, like that literally is so far back. That's almost at the top. I wish Christy Faye, I haven't seen her in the comment section. If she's here, I would love for her to come on up, but I haven't seen that she's in there. In viewers' minds, it says she was given the camera for this person who was first to have it. It was written that mom wanted someone on social media to change the narrative and stop. What? We're going to have to fund some other people to do the investigation. Oh yeah, we're going to have to get a lot of people involved to do the investigation. It's definitely not going to happen with Nevada County Sheriff's Office, you guys. I mean, that's the thing, is that there's still stuff. I mean, there's still tons and tons and tons of stuff to go through. I mean, and we expected this. That's the thing, you guys. We expected this. We expected for this to go as an accident. I mean, that's exactly why I started, getting involved and trying to see what I could come up with and all that, because I knew this was, I knew in my heart that it was going to, and I was just hoping it wasn't going to. I had that small inkling, and you guys know, I've said, hopefully they're going to do the right thing here. They have the entire world looking at them. And they're not, and she's not going to end up, I mean, I think I know of at least a dozen cases right now, at least a dozen, in Nevada County. So I didn't want her to be like that. That was not the outcome I wanted. I wanted to make sure that, I could help in some way find justice, or make sure that, there wasn't something that was being missed. But to me, it seems like an entire investigation was missed here. I mean, it really does. It seems like there's an entire investigation missed. And yes, correct. There's phone calls after 12:33. I just can't. Yeah, and that's the thing, is how do we get, has all that stuff been looked into? I mean, there's things that, need to be looked into, and we don't even know if they were looked into, you guys. We just don't have a clue. If you think about it, I had high hope that they had searched the web or the fire cams. I don't believe they did. I feel like as soon as they did that autopsy, they just decided, we're done. This isn't going anywhere. Like, this is not going to happen. That's what I felt like. So I don't know. I don't like, and it's so hard to just figure out what they actually did. And for that to be their, I want to show you guys this again, just so I can show you how far away that really, it looks really, really far, but you can, if you're right here, you would be able to see right over there. So that's why I'm having a hard time with the light thing again. But it just seems like as soon as they did the autopsy, they just gave up hope on trying to figure out anything. And we're just so quick to call it an accident, and didn't investigate anything. And they didn't have the decency to even do a press conference. They didn't have the decency to say, yes, that was her seen on this date. No, that wasn't her. They didn't have the decency to do anything. So, it's not fair that they completely failed her. I mean, and they didn't fail her in one situation. They failed her from the moment she went missing, from everything, you guys. Internal affairs. We're actually, I actually did a video this morning about attorney generals. So that's who, I did, a video explaining how to file a complaint, and because there's, comments of people not understanding where to go, and it is kind of hard to miss that button on the side. And you see, guys, there's all these places right here you could turn around and all this stuff, but this wasn't as far back as it was. I mean, the car was way up there. So this is what I mean. Like, you have if you're back where I was talking about, not in front of the trees, you could see directly across, especially with some brights. That would be a spotlight, that would give somebody, they'd be able to get through here seeing, especially with it being dark, they could see with those lights. If that is Kiely's phone, what conclusion do you draw from it? The conclusion that I draw from it, if that was Kiely's phone, one, that truck that I saw, super suspect now. Two, that was probably going to be buried up top. I guarantee that was probably buried up top. That dog was digging for who knows what reason. Who knows why dogs dig? Probably undid it. Maybe nobody noticed that it got dug up and it got exposed. That would be my guess. So Have you seen the clip from the ladies channel from August? If the volunteer search app on it, it shows someone's marked a trail from campsite area to down bank of water with a what? No, Joy, I haven't at all. Can I make that picture bigger? Yeah, I can. I get stuck in it. Let me see what I can do behind the scenes so I don't make you guys have to watch all it getting all annoyed. So let me see what I can do behind the scenes. Let me get through some of these comments and then I will, but I'll get that for you. Forgot channel name. The girl you're showing her clip. She has a search app video where there's a volunteer who marked a blood trail that was never addressed. Oh, I really wish Christy would join us. Does anybody? I can't see if she's in here. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. I don't think Kiely liked the Truckee way. Correct. Yeah, 18 pages. Yeah, I watched that last night and paused it and read it myself and all that because I wanted to at least know. I figure I had to know to be able to even speak on some things, and that was not. And now that it is ruled accident doubles insurance policy to $1 million. So tow truck driver was a big lie. So we don't know. We do not know on tow truck driver. There's been absolutely no talk of that. I will not. I have no idea. I think that I've stated that I think it was a case of mistaken identity, or maybe wrong day. Like maybe that was the 5th or something like that. I'm not sure, but I never I took it out and I had to. It just doesn't make it didn't. I couldn't picture it. I didn't think she ever left Prosser. I just didn't. That road I couldn't see. It was just really hard to do. And that's why I covered it a lot for you guys and did a couple of videos out there because it was, that drive is not something I can just imagine somebody intoxicated driving into. I can't imagine somebody sober driving into a lake right here either. So here we are, you guys. That's why we're here, because that's what they're trying to say. And I, in my opinion, and in my opinion only, do not agree. I do not see how you can say that this vehicle that had cars right over here, nobody saw anything. That's where I'm struggling. That's where I can't make it make sense that somebody that was over here didn't see that. I just can't. I mean, it's just really hard. And how did you not hear that? It's so quiet out there. It's so quiet. How did you not hear? You would have heard something. You would have seen something. Like, that's what I'm not understanding. So yeah, you just can't. That there was no investigation done. How was an investigation done if you pretty much did the autopsy and were like, yep, it's an accident? Because where's the CHP report? Has anybody seen the CHP report? I was just wondering if there was a CHP report involved. I don't really understand where that's at either. J-Rod. Where's J-Rod's comment? Just passing by to show love and support. Hi, J-Rod. Thank you. Everybody's saying hi to you, and I didn't know whose comment was whose. Someone on Michelle's channel left a comment saying that there is no evidence of drowning on their report. Yeah, and I've heard that too. I think people are going on, like the weight of certain things. I personally, I don't really want to discuss her autopsy. It's really hard, to keep reading over in my head. It's a hard thing to read. And it's not something that I really am gonna, bring something to the table with, because I don't know how to interpret, a lot of that stuff. I'm not gonna pretend like I do, because I don't want to do that, you guys. I can't do that. There's some people that totally understand these, and I'm not one of them. So for the channels that do understand them and they're good with interpreting that, more power to you, because I can't. That's not me. I cannot. I'm not good at that. So at least I'm trying to keep it 100. I don't want to, I don't want to be going through something that I'm just reading and have absolutely no clue what this, that, or the other is. I mean, as you guys know, I was just sick, so I'm still trying to go through my stuff and figure out what any half of that stuff means. So I have no clue. That's not something that I'm gonna subject you guys to, and I don't think that I would do her any justice in trying to cover that. So I'm sticking with what I have, what footage I have, what I've dug up on my own, what I've dug up with others. There's obviously a lot more to come on, things that we've found and I found or anybody's found that gets brought up. So I'm not done fighting for Kiely, you guys. And I'm leaving this picture here right now because I want you to understand just what I meant by it. It really isn't that difficult to imagine some, picture somebody being right over here and you don't hear anything and you don't nothing, you guys, nothing, not one thing. You don't hear a word, don't hear a sound, you don't see anything, you just don't, nothing. When this is what we were just looking at over there. And I have a really hard time with that, you guys. I can't just be like, okay, I can accept that this is an accident and know that the entire reason I got involved with this was because I knew they were going to rule it an accident, because that's what Nevada County does. So I understand a lot of people don't agree, and I understand there's a lot of videos going around, people feel some type of way, and I get that some people feel very strongly in one way and some people feel very strong in another, and that's why we can agree to disagree and still listen to each other and respectfully. That it doesn't have to be disrespectfully. And I am thankful that my chat is a very respectful chat, because I am very, very, very lucky with that, because you guys are just amazing with how you talk to each other. Even if you don't agree, you usually kind of talk it out, and I appreciate that. So I want you guys to know that I appreciate the respect in the chat, and I appreciate your input and everything that you guys are bringing to this too, because in the end, this is about Kiely and Kiely only. This is not about anything else. Just as once we, get justice for Kiely, this will be about any of the other cases that I'm going to start bringing up from Nevada County first. And I still have a case up here in Reno I need to go over with you guys, but I cannot just step away from this, and that's not something that I'm willing to do at this time, because that's not what I got involved for. I got involved because I knew it was going to go this way, and I chose to think myself out of it, and I have to stick with the same mindset that I got in this with, and that was to make sure that Kiely received justice, and justice was not served here. Justice is it's a completely forgotten word in obviously Nevada County Sheriff's Office terminology. So I just want to make sure they understand what that word means, and I want to make sure that they understand that there's some things that they didn't do exactly right. So all eyes on Nevada County Sheriff's Office right now, and their lack of investigation skills, their lack of compassion, and I just kind of want to make sure somebody is held accountable for this, whether it's they reopen the case and do an actual investigation, whether it's the Attorney General stands over them and says, what did you do with this? What happened with this? I do not care. Justice needs to be served, and I really honestly feel like it will be served. There's too many people with too much stuff that we know, that we've dug up ourselves, that eventually all the dots are going to connect. And when that happens, it's going to be a great day, you guys, because that's exactly what we're here for. And if you don't agree, that's fine. And that's your opinion. But I will definitely not stop fighting for Kiely to have the justice she deserves. So I want to make that very clear. So coming on my page or my channel, leaving any kind of comments that are rude or disrespectful, I'm just going to delete them, because I do get them on other videos. But like I've said, everybody in these chats have always been very, very, very respectful. And I want to, tell you guys that I appreciate that, because that's hard nowadays to have a respectful chat. And it's really nice to see that, you guys. And thank you so much, to the mods, because they are just on it, and I definitely appreciate everything you guys do. I kind of just am like, I'm going live, and then they're just there, and it's just the most amazing thing, and I'm just so appreciative, and I really appreciate, the community that we have here, you guys, that we are being an actual community where we're seeking justice, and we're making sure that, wrong there, that we make sure that the wrongs are righted. And obviously there's never going to be a right to this wrong ever, but there will be a justice to this wrong. And that's what I want, and that's what I think we all need to, stay with. So I'm going through some of these comments. I'm reading some of these comments too. I don't want you guys to think I'm not, but I like to give my, I like to make sure you guys know that I appreciate you, and I appreciate my mods, and I appreciate, agreeing to disagree, because there are things that I actually got an email earlier. Hey, I know you don't feel this way about this, but are you willing to accept me sending you something? Of course I am. I 100% am. Like I said, if it's somebody else's footage, I don't like using other people's footage. If it's not something, I can verify or anything like that. This footage was sent to me. And so I have dug into it for so long. I wanted to share it with you guys after Squirrel Girl had released it. So there is some things that you guys, you'll send me, and I just don't, I look at, I promise you, I look at them, but if it's not gonna, if it's not something I can use right then I can't I just can't use it, because I don't know who took what screenshot. I don't know where it came from, and I can't vouch for it because I don't know, 100% all of it. So I know it's weird, and I'm probably not helping myself in any way that way, but I want to remain, true to what I show you, and I want to show you stuff that I can vouch for, you guys. Oh, mom first always. You're welcome. I'm just trying to make sure she, she gets exactly what she needs. She needs justice, and it's not okay. It's really not. There's nothing that makes sense. There's absolutely nothing that makes sense. And it's almost like a joke. Like nothing was taken seriously. I can't even put it into words. I can't articulate it, because there was nothing that was taken seriously in this case. And it's honest. I mean, I don't like I said, I am the loss for words. You think about it, I'm just looking at the picture, and it just takes my breath away every time, because when did they ever try to help, find justice for Kiely? They called it as soon as they did that autopsy. And that is just the most, it's gut wrenching that they would do that to a child. And these people have children. Like I know these people have children. So how are you okay with just being like, yes, that's just an accident. Yep, we're good. No, we're not good. There's nothing good about this. Nothing was done here. Like, you fumbled an entire investigation, and then you just say accident. Well, why did it take you so long to say accident? I still haven't seen a CHP report. I don't know if any of you guys have. Have you guys? And I appreciate you guys. I see all your comments. Thank you. Where's the CHP report? I just don't understand, you guys. I have a really hard time understanding how they could just not do anything. Like, what was done? I thought there would be at least, pages upon pages upon pages upon pages, and a press conference to be like, a child has lost her life, and after all the concern of the entire world, we wanted to do the right thing and have a press conference and go over some of the concerns, and let you know that no, she was not seen. We believe that her vehicle was in the water on this date at this time. From what we've discovered, it means this and that. Where was any of that? There was none of that. Absolutely none of that. So, I mean, to say they failed, they continue to fail. So they just keep making it go. I mean, I don't think they're going to stop. I mean, I have no idea. I'm just asking for them to update their website. I mean, I made some edits. I think those edits were legit. I think those are something they might like. And I think it's more towards their, what their goal is. Honestly, I just don't understand. Let's see, what is everybody saying? Oh, and the timing. Yeah, the timing was quite interesting, you guys. I mean, there was a lot that happened in a very short amount of time. We didn't hear a single word from anything, on anything. And then all of a sudden, yep, 2 paragraphs. It was an accident. What? An accidental drowning. Oh, okay. That's all they did. There is no decency in that whatsoever. And I hope that Sheriff Moon's watching. I hope she is, because where is your compassion? Where is your empathy? Where is anything as a human that you should feel towards a child that lost her life? Because you didn't even have the decency to have a press conference. Like, that is unreal to me. And a 2-paragraph, this is what happened. No, that's just straight up disrespectful, 100% disrespectful. And I can't take that any other way. I don't see a CH report. I don't see an FBI report. That's what I'm saying, you guys. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand where any of that is, you guys. Pearl, what did Pearl say? I didn't get to see what Pearl said. Oh, man. Suspicious. Hey, there you are. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? And you might have been in here. I don't know. I just get so into it that I just I look at the comments and I read them, and then I take everything in. But man, you guys, this has just been awful. It's just honestly awful. Well, let's be honest. This is the same attorney general that would not press charges against the kid that ran over a lady pushing her child. So unfortunately, I doubt the attorney general gets involved. So on that, I'm kind of leery on attorney generals and stuff, just because I haven't known much to happen with them before. But we have this interesting thing coming up in about 2 weeks, and it's called an election. And so with that, this election, you have a bunch of people sending in requests for a case or an entire sheriff's department to be looked at for, basically fumbling a case. I mean, not so technical terms, you guys. Sorry, it's been a long day. So basically fumbling a case. I'm pretty sure if you're trying to go back as an attorney general, you're going to look into that, because I mean, I don't know anything about how politics work, but I do know that if you want your votes, you're going to be doing where all the eyes are, from what I've seen on all these ads that infiltrate my TV screen currently on every given second. So I believe that's going to be something you wouldn't want to ignore, because I mean, I don't know. It could very well. Like I said, everybody has a different opinion. I am truly hoping that us pushing it through the attorney general, because I know of a lot of people that have already sent in their complaints. I think they don't have a choice after a certain amount of complaints, I would assume. I mean, if there's hundreds, what are they going to do? I don't think they could ignore that. Also, I did want to let you guys know that there was, what was I going to say after this? Yep, no, so totally, see, still not 100% back. It was about the attorney general, though, but I can't remember. Right after the fire footage, I knew this was coming. Oh, I think everybody did. And somebody actually had brought up the November 1st thing and said that maybe they'll release the actual report, but I believe the report's actually released. So I don't know, and I mean, that doesn't make sense if they're going to maybe they'll give a press conference November 1st. Maybe they release this so we back off some for them to say it was an accident. I don't know. I don't see that they would do. I don't think so. But one that doesn't know what they're going to do in general, because they let an entire community go without knowing a single word and having to figure it out themselves. And as soon as they got closer, they suddenly released it as an accident. It's just the timing. It's interesting, you guys. The timing is just a little too interesting for my taste. Suspected Kiely had a black phone case with a sex wax sticker on the back. There are some photos of her with it on Jagger's IG, I do believe. Either way, the photos are somewhere. And I do have, hold on, let me take down my screen. Oh wait, I don't have it on this, so it's on my phone, but I do have that picture. Yeah, it's a black phone, and I should have had that up, so I apologize. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, it's definitely a black phone in the pictures that she had. So that to me 100% looks like a phone. And like I said, you guys have that video, so if you can go in and change it and see if you can get it any clearer, that would be awesome, because I'm sure some of you guys are way better than I am at this photo editing. I'm just messing around with colors on it, so just trying to get it a little clearer. I mean, the black is very much there. At first I thought it was like a bag or something, but the edges go out and the phone, or the shape of it, remains the same, like rectangular shape. So it took me, I want to say, a couple hours before I even got back to Squirrel Girl on it, because I wanted to make sure that I couldn't see it any other way, because I couldn't ever make it out to have any other edges but that square or that rectangle. It's a travesty. Yeah. Oh, it's beyond a travesty. They just don't. You guys, they just don't care. That's how it feels, and that's just my personal opinion. I'm not speaking for everybody. I feel like they do not care. Bunny should have read that and said that out loud and see how bad that truly sounds. I don't know what Bunny should have. I must have missed something. They are literally calling it a drowning by watching the new footage. Circumstantial evidence. So you know what, you guys? That's what I was also wondering, is what if they didn't even know about the cameras, and so they didn't check them until it started circulating on YouTube, or however it started. Like I've said, I don't know where it actually originated, and that's I don't know, so I can't say, but it would. What if that is how they found out? And they're like, "Yep, nope, we're gonna have to call this an accident right now." No, but I don't feel like they were investigating it. Period. Honestly, because as soon as you read that autopsy, it doesn't sound like they did anything. There's no photos. No. Autopsy reads case closed. Yeah, see, they're definitely not attempting to do anything else with it, and that's sad. That's just really sad, but that's okay, because you know what? We can't change that. There's nothing we can do. That's out of our control. Obviously, when I say that's okay, I don't mean that's okay that they failed Kiely, because that's absolutely not how I feel. What I mean by that, because I know how people like to change people's words and what they mean. What I mean by that is that's okay because we have an entire community here that is fighting for Kiely to receive justice. So it's not okay that they close the case. But I'm not dropping this. I'm watching the comments. Many of you aren't. So I think, you guys, I think there's enough people. Gosh, I can't remember who it was this morning. You guys told me to watch somebody. Is it Nice? I think it was Nice, you guys. I believe it was Nice, and he was talking about he's taking him down. So I'm here for it. I am 100% here for it. That it was nice to watch. It was nice to see somebody that, he's got connections. Yeah, it was really nice to watch. So yeah, if you haven't checked him out, Kevin Nice, yeah, you guys, I stand fully behind him. I even left a comment. I was like, "Hi, everybody told me to come check you out." And he's like, "Feel free to look around or browse around or something like that." But yeah, no, you guys should watch some of his videos, because man, he's going for him, you guys. And that's exactly what we need. We need that. Everybody, standing up for what's right here. And, if you don't believe that, if you do believe it was an accident, that's fine too. I'm not here to judge you for feeling that way. That is your opinion. There's multiple opinions, involved with this. Everybody has an opinion. So, I can't see it any other way. So it's just really nice to have that kind of, that I'm going straight for, like, he's going for it, kind of like a lot of you are, where you're just fed up and it just doesn't make sense and you just can't let it happen. So I'm kind of over it. I just wish that they could just, I mean, even if they just come out and say, hey, we messed up and we need somebody else to reinvestigate this. I mean, that's what they should do. Their tails are already tucked between their it's already tucked because they did a 2-paragraph announcement and that was that. They messed up. And so now it's our job to, basically figure it out and show whoever's above them what actually happened. And like I said, you guys, it's going to be a lot of connecting the dots. No information is not important. There still is a reward for information about this. So I want people to really understand this is not going away. I have people making fake accounts trying to act like people saying things. So it's not going away. There's a lot of people here that feel it. He definitely is super upset. He got me fired up. Oh yeah. There's a lot of people here that are here for, exactly what we said we were here for, and that's to get justice for Kiely. So the accident doesn't change that for me. And if anything, it makes me push that much harder to get those videos edited, even if I have to, take them somewhere or do something, I don't know, download them and give them to somebody else with better equipment or whatever, because as you know, those archives are still down. I don't think they're ever coming back. But the timing on the cameras, all that, the timing on everything, I mean, it's just so off. So that is what the goal is here. That is what I will be continuing to do. I am going to cut it short. I've done two lives today. I'm still not 100% myself, as you can tell. Like, I still am not putting all my words exactly where I want them. So I will eventually get my head screwed all the way back on together. But right now I'm still not 100%. But I wanted to make sure I got, everything I wanted to talk to you guys about and not push off another live, because I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this information. And so, I mean, you guys go check out Squirrel Girl's video. She covers it a bit too with the originally her, one of the viewers saw it in the picture or in the video. And then Squirrel Girl looked into it. She released her video. The original video is Travelcado with Christy Faye. It's going to be her. I did put the link to the actual video in the live. So if you go in the description, the link is in there. It's in the Squirrel Girl's video too. So if you guys want to go check those out, do your own screenshots, do your own thing. That's definitely something I would recommend doing. And I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. I do want to try to get some good sleep this weekend. So probably tomorrow. I think probably tomorrow evening. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. I'll let you guys know, but I'll post it up there for you guys. Thank you so much to the mods. Thank you for everybody joining. I appreciate each and every one of you guys taking time out of your day to come and talk to me, spend your time with me and figure this out. Show your, just basically just show that you're here for Kiely and finding out what really happened and getting justice for her, because she deserves that, you guys. She deserves that and so much more. And that's the least we can give her, since that's the only thing we can give her right now. So I really hope you guys, if you have anything, make sure you share it with whoever you need to share it with. I'm obviously not the only channel. There are many great channels. And so I just, anything that makes sense to you, clicks to you, nothing is little, you guys. Remember the truck thing. I always go back to the truck thing. That's even more eerie to me now. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful Friday night. Thank you guys so much for joining me.